Welcome to the channel of Robot Wheels World. This smart robot unlocks two ways to play: program its moves with simple buttons, or control it via Bluetooth for advanced play. In just a few minutes, we'll show you how to get started and unlock all its creative possibilities. The kit includes a map, user guide, coding cards, activity cards, activity card guide, the robot wheels, and a sorting tray. These are the coding cards and activity cards we've torn off. The robot and its accessory cards can be kept perfectly in the sorting tray. The bottom compartment is where you can keep the product battery not included. The second layer is specifically designed to store and organize the coding cards. The top layer of the box is specifically designed to hold the activity cards and their guide. Here is where you'll place the robot itself. These sections help keep everything safe and prevent cards from getting lost. First, let's get started with the battery installation. You'll need 3 AA batteries and a screwdriver. Remove the battery compartment door. Insert batteries as indicated inside the compartment. Replace compartment door and secure it with a screw. Now, let's take a look at the robot's buttons. These two buttons make the robot go forward or reverse. Each press moves the robot one grid forward or backward on the map. These two are for turning left or right. One press and it turns 90 degrees on the spot. The green button is the final button pressed after entering all commands, signifying the activation of the robot. If you want to pause, just press it again. You can switch between start and pause anytime. If you mess up a button press, no biggie. A quick tap on the clear button erases the last command, or hold it for 3 seconds to clear all commands. The yellow button is where the fun starts. It's got 3 preset programs, and when you press it, the robot randomly picks one. It'll show you how the robot moves around. Let's see what it does. Alright, short press the power button to turn on. Enter the command, action. Press the green button to start your robot panda on its journey. Look, the robot's path appears to form a slanted number 8. The above-mentioned are the simplest commands. Next, let's move on to the more challenging ones. This is the sensor button, used to control the infrared sensor. Let me show you how it works. For example, we want the robot to go forward 1 step, but if it senses something, reverse 1 step first. First, tell it what to do, press forward. Now tell it what to do if it senses something, press sensor. The light turns purple, that means the sensor is active and can sense obstacles in front. Then press reverse. This tells the robot, when you sense something while moving, immediately reverse 1 step. Now press start. See, the robot moved forward 1 step and stops. Since there was nothing in the way, it simply went forward 1 step, just as we asked it to. Place an obstacle in front, and press start again. Forward, detect, immediately reverse, then continues to finish forward 1 step. So when you use the sensor button, the robot can sense things while it's moving, react right away, and still finish what you asked it to do. The orange one is the loop button. It lets you make the robot repeat actions. Let me show you how it works. Step 1. Record a loop sequence. Press loop to start recording. You'll see the robot's light turn yellow. Now, enter the actions you want to repeat. For example, turn right. Turn right. Then press loop again to finish recording. Now, press the start button. See, the robot executed for right turns. That's because the loop button was pressed twice during recording. Pressing start immediately after finishing recording, the robot performs that sequence twice. Step 2. Use the loop later. Enter the commands. Forward. Loop. Start. What happens? First, it runs the 2 previously saved loops. 4 turn rights. Then it runs the newly added loop. Forward. Finally, it runs the newly added loop. 2 turn rights. The robot still remembers everything you entered. Finally, the robot rotated 3 full turns in place. So, the robot repeats your saved loop sequence each time you press the loop button, whether it's the 2 presses during recording or any presses afterwards. Now, let's talk about the accessories. The coding cards help kids remember the order of the buttons, so they can program the robot more easily. We've also got a map. 12 activity cards of varying difficulty levels. And an activity card guide. These are designed to be used together. Before you start, check out the activity card guide to get the hang of the map. Activity cards gameplay guide. These 4 green cards are basic activities. Let's try activity card 1 as an example. The red marked grid is the start. And the green marked grid is your goal. Our task is to get from the starting point to the destination. Let's place the robot at the starting point. Here is the start. Here is the destination. So, how can the robot move from the starting point to the end point? Now, let's use the coding cards to plan the route. The robot needs to go forward 3 grids to reach the destination, so we need 3 forward cards. Forward, forward, forward. After planning the route, we check the answer on the back of the activity card. Solutions are not unique. If everything is correct, we input the command instructions into the robot. Next, enter the commands. Forward. 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 Start. See, the robot has successfully reached the goal from the starting point, completing the task. These 4 orange cards are advanced activities using the loop feature. Let's try activity card 5 as an example. The red marked grid is the start. The green marked grid is the goal. And the orange marked grid is a checkpoint. This orange marked grid has been given magic. When the robot reaches this grid, it must spin 2 full turns clockwise on the spot. Let's place the robot at the starting point. Here is the start. Here is the destination. And here is a checkpoint where we will use the loop. When the robot passes here, it needs to spin in place twice. Now, let's use the coding cards to plan the route. First, we need to move forward to steps. Then, when the robot passes a checkpoint, we use loop to set up a sequence. Since 1 full turn requires 4 turn rights, we can set up a loop sequence of 4 turn rights. Start loop. 4 turn rights. Then close loop. Finally, move forward to steps to finish. When I set up a loop like this, the 2 times I press the loop button don't just start and end the recording, they also mean the robot will run the for turns inside twice. The card's B side provides a reference solution. Solutions are not unique. After checking and confirming the route is correct. Now, enter the commands. Forward. Forward. Then, set the loop sequence and press the loop button to start. Loop. Enter the commands to be repeated. Turn right. Turn right. Turn right. Turn right. Press the loop button again to close. Loop. Forward. Forward. Finally, press the start button. Forward to steps. Then, spin once in place. And once more. Finally, 2 final steps to the finish. These 4 purple cards are advanced activities using the sensor feature. Let's try activity card 10 as an example. The red marked grid is the start. The green marked grid is the goal. And the orange marked grid is a checkpoint. This orange marked grid has been given magic. Whenever the robot sees an obstacle here, it must immediately execute the reverse, forward command. Now place robot on start. Put obstacle on checkpoint. Goal is here. If an object is detected during program execution, the robot will immediately execute the set reverse, forward command. Now, let's use the coding cards to plan the route. First, to make it move forward for grids, we place 4 forward cards. Then, to make it react when it senses something, we add sensor, reverse, and forward cards afterward. These 4 forward are the main task, reaching the destination. This creates an interrupt routine. It's triggered when the robot detects the obstacle, it performs reverse, then forward, and then finishes its main task. Therefore, the interrupt routine set up using the sensor must be placed at the end of the program, and will only execute when the sensor detects an obstacle. Otherwise, it remains inactive. Now, let's enter the command according to this coding card. Forward. 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 Sensor. Reverse. Forward. Finally, press the start button. Watch, it begins to move forward. Detect, it performs reverse then forward. Remove the obstacle. Finally arrives at the destination successfully. Want to control your robot wheels with your phone or tablet? Let's switch to the powerful Bluetooth mode. How to select the robot mode? When powered off, press the power button once. The lights flashing 7 colors indicates the button mode. Power off again. Then quickly press the power button 3 times. You will enter Bluetooth mode and the indicator lights will flash blue. Remember, you must select the mode while the robot is off. In Bluetooth mode, use your phone or tablet for control. The buttons are temporarily disabled. Now, open AppleKit app. Select Code Mini. Robot Wheels. And tap the Bluetooth icon to connect. Just give it a moment. The robot will connect automatically. Look, connection successful. The robot's light is now solid blue. Our app has 3 core functions. Today, we'll focus on the control and code functions. First up, the control. This is the most direct and easiest way to get started. This is the 360-degree drive mode. Control omnidirectional movement by holding and moving the circular touchpad. The farther from the center you move, the faster the robot goes. You have full freedom to control the robot's direction, turns, and speed. Very smooth and flexible. If you prefer the familiar button controls, we also offer a button mode. Its functions are identical to the physical buttons, just moved to your touchscreen. Next, enter the creative world of graphical programming. Here, we use Scratch Junior, a visual programming language designed for kids. Look, you can select any programming block and drag it into the coding area. If you don't need it, just drag it to the trash bin to delete. Not sure what a block does? Tap on any one for a detailed explanation. Try this. Make the robot play music, light both wheels lights red, and move forward 3 steps. First, drag a start block. Then, drag a music block. Next, drag the wheel light control blocks L3 and L4. Then drag a forward block and change the steps to 2. Finally, drag a pause block. Go ahead and press Run to start the program. If you're already familiar with Scratch Junior or this demo has sparked your interest to learn more, you can explore further on the official Scratch Junior website or consider local coding courses to dive deeper into logic and creativity. Besides control and code functions, the app features a separate challenge zone. There are puzzle games in 3 difficulty modes. You can enjoy these games anytime. Level up! We've included additional themed maps. Download and print them yourself if you're interested in expanding your playworld. Whether you're tapping buttons, using the Bluetooth remote, or diving into graphical programming, Robot Wheels offers you multiple ways to explore the world of robotics.